going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to this crazy game between Prime and Rainbow. Last game, Prime did a pretty nice push with some Hellions and Marauders stim packed and an all-in with 16 SCVs to break that front spine crawler turtle. Prime was having none of that and just said, screw it, I'm done. Leaves outright for a quick 9-minute game. But we are now checking out Bellshear Beach. This is the winter version with the sweet ice chasms and snowflakes and stuff. Just chills me at home. So that was a pretty ridiculous game. This is a best of 3, so it is now 1-1 to both players. This is the show match. Whoever wins this is taking home the prize, which I believe this is the Antec match, so they are just moving up in ranking right now. So got nothing crazy. Moving out with the drone pretty early. Got the Overlord halfway at the map. Still doing the supply depot behind the line to minimize that mining time, or maximize that mining time rather. Going for another refinery. So we have seen no swap up between Rainbow's play right now. And he's just now heading out with his SUV scout. He's probably just chilling there to build a barracks. That's what he was doing the whole time. So Drone's just trying to do a little bit of harass, not doing much. He's already scouted out that, hey, this guy's doing the same thing he's been doing the past 2 matches. But that thing he was doing the last 2 past matches, the second game, screwed over Prime big time. And hopefully he can build the right amount of units. He's doing fast expand again, since he knows that there's not going to be any early pressure going for that first refinery. Rainbow might be trying another ridiculous barracks at the expansion, but I doubt it, as his other attempt failed miserably. So we have one Overlord here at the high ground that will not be able to be scouted, so he should be able to see anything that comes his way, like this first SCV. Should be able to be scouted right there. He knows what's coming. Other Overlords heading over here right on top of the Zelnaga tower. This drone is doing another extractor steal. Got one Marine, and he's doing another hot swap of a reactor. Looks like he's going to double Hellion play. SCV's heading up into the main, scouting out, see what's going up. Spawning pool's just about finished, but we got an extractor down this time for Prime, which normally he would delay his gas, so he must be heading for a higher tech play right now. SCV's like, alright, no big deal, I'll just check out this expansion. Nothing, okay, head back home. This one Marine still shooting out that extractor. He's not going to be able to do anything about it if Prime can keep up the steal, but he does let it finish, so that's just going to be a waste. SCV's still browsing around, checking out what everybody's doing. Looks like you just got enough gas to get metabolic boost and swap back to his mineral fields. So that we're going to see a lot of Zerglings be coming out. He's got 2 on the field right now. And it looks like we got 10 more coming. These Hellions should be able to take out pretty easily. And got 1 spine crawler already being made. He doesn't want to repeat of last game. Make all that stuff just blow up from Hellions, Marauders, and Siege Tanks again. Or just Hellions and Marauders from last game. But looks like he locked his own Hellion inside. That's got to be some type of maneuver that I'm not quite sure of. Alrighty, so that other Hellion was like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Anyway, they're heading across the map, grabbing that Zelnaga. Why not? So they're going to be trying to head up straight into the natural expansion. Try and deal some damage, but they're going to get a headbutt by some Zerglings, and they're just going to roast them away. Got 1 kill on both of those. Took a little bit of damage. There's going to be a nice push from the Zerglings by Prime coming around from the east, but it is going to be a pain in the butt to break this down. Got a factory and a barracks both chilling there. It's hard to take out with pure Zergling. Surprised that Rainbow doesn't see this coming and move his Hellions into position. Prime just probing around with his 1 Zergling, seeing what kind of defenses Rainbow has. Got an evolution chamber down. Possibly going to go for the +1 damage for ground, or melee rather. Do a lot of harass with these Zerglings, but it's going to be hard to do when he's walled in with 3 command centers going. That's a little overkill. You're not going to be able to do much if you can't even push out to your natural. Not sure what Rainbow's going to be doing here, but he does have a nice turtle with his Hellions behind his factory and barracks. Got a lot of Zerglings just holding that Xel'Naga. We got a Banshee coming in. That's going to be a pain in the ass. There's no cloaking, but Rainbow also doesn't have any anti-air. So that started happening. He started making a Spore Crawler. Perfect thing to do. I'm not sure of this positioning. It should be down about here where his drone line is, because this Banshee can just swing around from the side and just knock out those drones. And he's got more Spore Crawlers, which is it's not too much, it's just right. It's just 1 Banshee on the map right now. And he doesn't even have cloaking on the way. So these Zerglings are going to get roasted. He had his barracks lifted off, so these Zerglings are going to get right inside and deal a lot of damage. Just kidding, those Hellions just rip them apart pretty quickly. Got to be careful about that. He should build a supply depot and work that as a gate instead of lifting off his barracks and just making his whole base vulnerable. But this Banshee's chilling. Not sure entirely what he's trying to do with it. Got good creep spread heading out. Just now reaching the fringes. Barracks is going to fly in and be a forward scout. And Rainbow's finally getting a second base. Those Zerglings are being a huge pain in the butt for him. He's going to do a frontal wall off with his starport, his engineering bay, and 3 supply depots. Go ahead and grab both of those refineries. Saturating up pretty quick. He's pumping out some more Hellions, Infernal Pre-Igniter, and +1 damage for vehicles right now. So still being on that Hellion play, which is not going to be the best since we have ZephyrPrime dropping his Spire right here in the natural. It's going to be protected by that Spore Crawler, so it's not going to be able to be taken out by this Banshee just chilling. And I don't know if this is going to be the best thing. Rainbow must have like his Gosu senses just tingling right now, noticing that a Spire is going down. He hasn't scouted it. These Hellions are going to push forward, try and probe, see what's going on. This might be able to cause a lot of damage, but these Zerglings and Queens will be able to hold it well enough. It's a nice macro hatch location, and they are going to go right inside the main. ZephyrPrime doesn't have anything to deal with this. A lot of Zerglings popping there. Not the best unit to be fighting Hellions with. They do get a nice surround. Hellions can just stutter step all day. Take out all of those Zerglings. The Queens are now off of their creep, so they're back to being fat people chasing after cheese wheels or something. These drones are getting roasted. Those Queens are doing some nice defense. It's a nice pull by Prime, keeping those drones off of the line, out of reach of the Hellions. The Zerglings come say hi, start bashing their faces in, and those Hellions I don't think are going to be able to deal much more damage unless they go right past, sniping a few more drones, but these Mutalisks are going to be enough to clean them up. Not much more you can do with that. So we got Thors on the map now, which are going to be a nice counter to the Mutalisk flock that's building. He's got to get rid of this barracks, or he's going to be able to scout everything that's going on. A lot of Mutalisk play coming in by Prime. And there he goes, taking out the barracks. Creep spread could be a little better right now, but it's not going to be much of a problem when he's maining with Mutalisks. Taking out that scouting barracks, which isn't really going to be a nice blow, but to get rid of that scouting, it's on fire, so that one's dead. You got a Hellion and Thor push coming out right in the middle. Got +1 damage coming for ZephyrPrime right now for air, or ranged air. And 2 more hatcheries. That's a horrible positioning for the Mutalisks, taking shots from both of the missile turret and a few volleys from the Thors. So all you got to do is just chill back, let your macro kick in. Rainbow's only been on 2 bases, while Prime's been chilling on 2 bases, but he's expanding to his 3rd and 4th. He's going to come around to the side of the Mutalisks, but that missile turret is enough to deter him. There's a missile turret to shoot him in the face, and a missile turret to shoot him in the face while he's shooting the SCVs in the face. So gonna scout out here, see what all he's up against. Those Zerglings are not gonna be enough to hold back the Hellion push. That Spine Crawler should be enough. If they do scout down, they should be able to see that there is a expansion going down. Nice magic boxing by the Mutalisks. Should be able to take these out no problem. That Thor is sitting back like, all my friends are dying, no. Hellions are going to squeeze on right through. Spine Crawler's only got 1 kill, 2 kills now. And those Hellions are not going to be entirely useful. They're getting stuck on their own. Their own Hellion friends are just keeping them locked in there. So this is all Rainbow has in his arsenal. It's not doing much. He's got 12 kills on one and 9 on the other, so that was a nice roast of those drones there, which is not going to be enough once Prime's 4 bases kick in. After losing those 3 Thors to purely Mutalisks, that's going to be a nice push back. These Zerglings should be able to deal some damage here. We do have Hellions and Thors here with their +2 damage, so they're not going to be able to do much. Go ahead and get that missile turret down. It's immediately rebuilt by Rainbow. That Mutaflock is going to be a nuisance for Rainbow if he can't keep his Thors from being magic boxed from all the Mutalisks. So still got Mutalisk production going through. Got Hive Tech coming on the way. His 3rd secure for Rainbow. But this push from the Mutalisk should be enough to take out those missile turrets, and the Mutalisk bounces should deal a lot of damage to those SCVs. They're trying to repair it, keep it up. That is not enough. The Thor should be enough to push them back, and it is. Lost a good like 2 or 3 Mutalisks there, but we do have a counterattack from pure Hellion and SCVs and Thors. So this is going to be another half all-in from Rainbow. And I don't think this expansion could be saved at all. And Mutalisk getting some transfuse, bring them back to full health before they come and initiate this. Spine Crawler is not going to be enough. This is a good push to take down that expansion. That's what Rainbow needed to do. Even out the amount of bases. He should be taking out these drones. If not, he's just kind of running past them. So this Mutalisk flock is everything that Prime has, and I'm not sure he gets a magic box, but there might just be way too many Thors. They're +2 damage. The Mutalisk only have +1, and they are getting wiped up by the Thors with the SCVs repairing them. We got Hellions taking a lot of damage from the Spine Crawler. We got another probe here, and there's the GG from Prime. So he should be taking home this win. That was a crazy play from Rainbow. I don't know how he pulled that off. Prime should have had that if he dealt more, if he was harassing more with his Mutalisk. But those Thor numbers just grew too much in size. Got the +2 damage. He was behind in tech. He only had +1 for his air. And he was ahead with a base, which he was focusing too much on economy and not enough on his army. He had about 18 Mutalisks at once the entire game. And that is enough for 4 Thors to take out pretty quickly. So there you guys go. That's the Rainbow between Prime. Best of 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you like the content. Comment below, like, whatever you kids do nowadays. And I will see you guys next game. Have a good one, everybody.